All right, thank goodness, got my electricity back. Let's get to work, no time to lose. My first mile was a 6-minute mile today. I probably could have gotten under 5:45, but I didn't make my final sprint in time. Still, pretty fast, pretty exhausting. Okay, we are barreling towards the end here. God, I'm so hungry. I wish I could just keep working and fight through the hunger, but I gotta eat. Rallies, you gotta eat. Just an absolute monster of an episode to edit because there's just so much. I've probably watched the episode probably like 10 times now. At least 10 times. And plus much more on top of that. You kind of have to do that to get a feel of the flow and the pacing of the episode, and then you kind of start to know what you should cut, how you should trim. Tomorrow I might be able to finish the episode minus commentary, not commentary, narration. But until then I got a free trial for Star Trek Discovery, so I started watching that again. I'm entertained. It's not quite Star Trek, but it's still pretty good. Anyways, thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Okay, time to get to work. Okay, everything is falling into place. The episode should be released on November 1st for patrons, probably November 15th for non-patrons. I will have some travel vlogs coming up very soon. It's time to eat lunch. Zumba class tonight. I got a problem with my Zumba classes though, which is that I have not been taking the time to come up with my own choreographies. The choreographies and songs that I've been finding online, I just don't like them at all. I used to be much more tolerant of doing bad songs if they had good choreographies, but if you don't either have a really good choreography or a really good song, then I don't like doing it at all. If you have both of those at the same time, oh, you got a good recipe for fun. You got one of those, you still got a decent recipe for fun. I just haven't been putting forth any effort towards making it better because I haven't even been teaching my class that often because I've been traveling so much. But wow, Star Trek Discovery is pretty good, man. I like it.
I like it.
Okay, now I gotta take a shower, get dressed, try to come up with a new choreography or learn one. I don't know, man, but first things first is the shower. Shower. First, yeah. Showered up, time to figure something out. Get some sort of playlist going. Okay, let's go teach this class. See you on the flip-flop. See you next week. Okay, very fun class. Time for me to eat. That's what it is. That's what it is, what it do, what it is, what it do. That's gonna do it for today's vlog, stereo. You know, Jack Black, what is so great about his personality is it's so, carefree is close to the feeling that it gives, but it's like this lightness where there's nothing like heavy, there's no like brooding, there's no like, just watching his vlogs, there's like a lightness to it, man. Like the feeling that I get after I finish a project and I'm like, man, I am just as free as a bird. Okay, anyways, thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Okay, today's the day. Finishing the episode. Okay, the episode is 98% complete. Gotta do the actual credits, like the words, and then gotta do the patron shoutouts. Anyway, so that means tomorrow or the day after we're gonna be rendering. This was a solid 3-week editing and writing music episode. The Timberline Trail video, I used music that we had written before. I did that entire video from start to finish, like all of the post-production in 3 days. Maybe it was 4. It was within 5 days. This episode has taken me 21 days. And if it weren't for the music writing, it would have been done a long time ago. And the music is like one of my favorite parts. It's one of the most rewarding, and it's what makes our show unique. Like, the sound of it is very much a part of it. But economically, And for getting a bigger viewer base, it doesn't make the most sense to keep writing music and spending so much time writing music. Because that Timberline Trail video got us like 30,000 subscribers. And it took 5 days of editing. See, that's the problem, is like, creatively, the answer is obvious. But as far as building an audience and maintaining an audience, it's like you have to have consistent output. And then you also need to be able to actually sustain it, you know? And going on max creative mode all the time is not necessarily super sustainable, so it is really snowing now. Winter has definitely arrived. Okay, this is gonna throw a wrench into my running plans. And by this, I mean winter. See, because running in the cold is really hard, man. And I could go to the gym, but that kind of defeats the whole purpose of running in the first place. It's just that you don't need to go to a gym and it's spontaneous and I can just run out the front door. I'm just gonna have to become a Viking or something. Okay, the episode is officially almost ready to render. Until then, thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Or did, at some point.